Yeah. This is gonna be a part two of my past video talking about I have to separate in order to grow. This is gonna be part two. For the record, I do this for me, for venting purposes, and if you don't like it, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise, no accolades. Now back to the subject at hand. Listen, I have to separate in order for me to grow. I have to leave blacks alone for where they at. I've been had this mindset for a long time, but I tried and I tried and I tried, to do right by blacks, which I do. I do. Well, first of all, I do right by human beings in general, and I do right when it comes to black people. But I also have to realize that blacks will never accept me for who I am. They would never accept me because I was different. I was always different. I never did a lot of stupid backwards shit that these motherfuckers is doing, man, in my past and up to now. And you know what, too? I realized that it's not just humans. Of course, humans, they do it too. They do it as well. But I realized, man, blacks, they tend to shit on people like me. They tend to look down on people like me that have integrity. And I do have integrity. Deep down, I really do have integrity. It's just that motherfuckers don't. They just don't like the good. They don't like it when a human being tries to do the right thing on this world. If they see a human being that represents the light, that's trying to make a difference in this world, or better yet, that's trying to make a difference in his or her life, guess what they would do? Guess what humans would do? They would dim that light. And when it comes to blacks, it's the same old story. If they see a black person that's trying that has the light, that's trying to do the right thing for him or herself, guess what? Other black people will try to dim that light. They will try to destroy it. And that's very sad, and it's very, very unfortunate, but it's true. It amazes me, not in a good way, but in a bad way. It amazes me on how blacks would try to destroy another black person when he or she is trying to do the right thing for his or her life. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if you have it, like I said before, if you have integrity, if you have moral scruples, if you don't live by the so-called ghetto lifestyle or the backwards lifestyle of another black person, they would ostracize you. And you know what? Fine by me. I would rather be ostracized. I would rather be ostracized than to be a fake motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be hated for who I am than to be loved for who I am not. I would rather be original. I would rather be authentic. I would rather be myself. I would rather be myself. And if I have to be all by myself just to enjoy life, then so be it. So be it. We as blacks, it's like in my honest opinion, it's like we should know better, but we don't do better. It's like we should already know better by now, but the way how things is going, we don't want to do better. And you know what? Fine by me. Fine by me. It hurts my heart. It hurts my soul. But I have to accept things for what they are right now. And right now, what my heart is really telling me is that I have to be by myself. I have to, not just be by myself, but I have to separate. I have to separate from blacks. I have to separate from backwards people. I have to separate from people that accept this backwards mentality. I have to separate from negativity, man. I have to separate from these motherfuckers, but because they would never accept me. They will always look at me and say, "Oh, he's different," or he's like, I don't know. They would create all sorts of things like, "Oh, like people don't like you," and I'm like, "Wait, why people don't like me? They don't even know me." You know what I'm saying? That's how it is when it comes to all. That's how it is when it comes to all humans. People hate for what they don't understand. That's a human thing. But when it comes to blacks have a. Here's the thing about blacks. This is what pisses me off about black people. It's like you have a chance to get to know that unknown person, but you would rather, stay in the shadows and just judge that person without even getting to know that person's character. You know what I'm saying? They would rather judge from afar and just stick to their own judgments. And not just stick to their own judgment, they would rather assume. That's what it is. They would rather assume about a person. They would rather make assumptions than to make make absolute truths about a person. You get what I'm saying? They would assume the worst about a person instead of getting to know the person for who that person really is. You get what I'm saying? Like they would make their assumptions as absolute truths. I repeat, they would make their assumptions as absolute truths. But that's a goddamn lie. It's a lie, man. And they wonder why blacks will always be at the bottom. And I realize a lot of you black males out here, y'all nothing but gossip girls. I'll say it again. A lot of you black males out here, because y'all ain't men. A lot of you black men, a lot of y'all ain't men. A lot of you black nigga males, y'all ain't men. Y'all are males. Y'all are males. A lot of you black males love to gossip like little girls and shit. Want to talk about your own homeboys behind your back. And then your homeboys, and you ever wonder why your homeboys always move around away from you? And you wonder why some of your homeboys move around from y'all. Because your homeboys realize that you motherfuckers were talking about him behind his back. Vice versa, when it comes to you females. Your homegirls, you ever realize some of your homegirls like leave away from your crew, from your girl group, because they realized that y'all was talking about her, so they had to move around. See, all that catty gossip bullshit, man. I ain't with all that bullshit, man. I'm not with all that, man. Don't get me wrong. I like to joke around. I like to joke around with people and all this and make jokes. But as far as talking about my friends behind my back, I refuse to do that, man. I refuse to create rumors and lies about a person behind their back. What type of bullshit is that? Oh, and for the record, when it comes to people creating bullshit and lies and all that stuff, that happened in the manosphere. That actually happened a couple of times in the manosphere. And you know who the fuck you are, too. I don't have to name no motherfucking names. But y'all know who the fuck y'all are. People who want to create rumors and lies about certain black YouTubers in the space. And guess what? Y'all damn near ruined that person's reputation. Y'all ruined a couple of people's reputation because of rumors, lies, and gossip. And y'all know who the fuck y'all are. And the people who created those rumors and lies, they are still on YouTube as we speak. I repeat, the same people who created gossip and lies and damn near ruined certain YouTubers' reputation, those very same people are still on YouTube as we speak. And if I was y'all, I would do any and everything in my power to shut down their motherfucking channels because they ain't shit. They ain't shit. But then I realized this is black people, because a lot of black people are cowards anyway. So they would rather not attack the real source of the problem. You get what I'm saying? See, overall, man, black people are cowards. Especially you niggas. You street thugs, you street niggas, y'all ain't nothing but cowards. And you wonder why we don't get no respect. Man, y'all some bitch-ass motherfuckers, man. See, I realize, y'all are so hardcore, y'all are so badass when it comes to fighting people, when it comes to fighting your own kind. But when it comes to fighting the real enemy, y'all some cowards. And like I said before, number one, the real enemy is yourself. And also the second enemy is these racist ass motherfuckers. So y'all don't want to fight the real enemy. Y'all would rather fight amongst ourselves. And you wonder why you will always be a permanent underclass. Y'all ain't got no pride. Y'all ain't got no pride within yourselves. I mean, history have, niggas don't want to read. Niggas don't want to think. They don't want to revisit history and actually look what other black people have contributed to society many years ago. Even I ain't talking about like in the 1300s or 1400s. I'm talking about in the 1800s, man. Review history back in the 1800s of America and also in the early 1900s. Look what black people have done. Black people have helped revolutionize modern day society, especially in modern day America. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors really did put in the work. Our ancestors really did try to make a difference in this world, especially when it comes to black, especially when it comes to black Americans in America. When it comes to American modern society, black folks really did make a contribution. Look at Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. Look at all these people, man. Look at Booker T. Washington. Look at all those people, man. Look at Frederick Douglass. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty more. Garrett A. Morgan. There's plenty more. Plenty more. George Washington Carver. There's, Dr. Carter G. Woodson. So many great historical black figures made contributions in American society. But yet again, you have black folks that don't want to revisit history nor study history. See, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Those black people give me inspiration. You know what I'm saying? It gives me inspiration to do the right thing in this world, man. Not try to be remembered or have a legacy and all that stuff, but to become a decent human being, man. Overall, a decent human being, especially as a black, decent human being, man. You get what I'm saying? It gives me inspiration. It gives me hope to continue on trying to do the right thing in society. You don't have to be known. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a hometown hero. Just be a normal, regular human being in society, man. That's all you can be. You know what I'm saying? Respect the rules and the laws of the land and just be you. But make sure you try to do the right thing for the most part. Have integrity within yourself. Have integrity. That's what matters in this world, man, is to be yourself, know thyself, and do for self, and have integrity. That's all that fucking matters. But yet again, like I said, I see no changes. And that's why I say that in the end, black folks are going to become the permanent underclass. And it's horrible. But hey, like Tupac said, and that's the way it is. But I refuse to be a part of it. I refuse to have the same mindset as black people in America. I refuse to be a part of this bullshit. I would rather be by myself. And I would rather be a separatist. You know what I'm saying? To keep my integrity. To keep my integrity. And to not delve into negative gossip, nigger bullshit nonsense. I have to separate myself. I have to become a separatist. Plain and simple. I realize that, black people hate me, and you know what? So be it. I was always different anyway, and I was never accepted. And you know what? Fine by me. So y'all doing y'all thing, and I'm gonna do mine. But I guarantee you, I'm letting you know right now, you can have all the money in the world. You can have all the social status. But guess what? In the end, you will always be a nigger. I say it again. You can have all the money, praise, accolades, and social status. You can have all the money in the world. But guess what? In the end, you will always be a nigger. You will always be a nigger to other races of people. But mainly, you will always be a nigger because of your mindset. Because of who you are, what the fuck you represent. You will always be a low-down, dirty nigger because of your mindset and because of your nasty-ass character. That's it. It's all about behavior, people. It's all about your motherfucking behavior and your mindset. And that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, man. So, thank you so much and have a good day.